Hey guys, it's Sniperb here. Today we're going to be playing Tiny Rogues, the new Between Heaven and Hell update. I've been putting quite a bit of hours into this. You can see here I got 26 hours, about 37 runs, and I'm up to Paragon 23. I think it goes to 30 and then resets and goes up on Paragon. But these are all the base characters of the game here. You unlock them just by playing the game essentially, and then I've kind of unlocked some of these other secret characters, and I've unlocked all the items by getting level 30, and I've been running these, they call them cinders. They're basically debuffs that you put on yourself to make the game harder, get more XP. So I'm on a 10 win streak running this setup, and today we're going to be trying out the Samurai. I've never played him, 0 wins. I don't know what Retribution does. We're going to see how it goes, so hope you enjoy. Let me know if you guys want to keep seeing this type of content. I'm going to be experimenting a lot this year with content, I think. Just playing a lot of new games ever since kind of stopped playing Realm. So let's see, what do we got here? Precision, Tempest Kick. I didn't even read what my guide does. So what is Retribution? It doesn't tell me what oh, it does. Okay. Retribution is a stackable status effect that after not refreshing it for 2 seconds consumes all stacks to deal 100% accumulated infliction damage as slashing damage and inflicts bleed. So it's basically a bleed enabler, which is really good. Probably gonna go for a melee build. I don't know if it just says weapon attack, so it could be a range build if we need it to be. I think this is just a pretty much guarantee straight 20% crit chance every room, so I'm gonna take this. Basically marks the lowest enemy, and if we hit them with one attack, we will get 20% crit chance for 4 seconds. Very strong early augment to get. I'm not even sure what they're called in this game. What are they called? I can't even remember the name for what they're actually called. Traits, I think they're called in this game. But yeah, coming from Path of Exile, fresh off the new season, Ascendant season, whatnot. I'm curious to see the comments on this video, see what type of games that you guys have been playing. See if you guys are still playing Realm. See if you guys have played some new private servers. Seeing, you know, just let me know. I'm sure I'll recognize your guys' names. But yeah, I know people probably wondering where the hell I went. You know, I've still been here, you know, just living life, playing games as usual, but you know, just haven't had a game that I've really been passionate about that I wanted to make videos about, you know. I tried a little bit with what was that other private server? Dom, I think. But yeah, everything just doesn't quite feel as fresh and as new as it, you know, did back in the day, coming from regular Realm to private servers. All those legendary items and effects were so unique, and then after a while it just becomes kind of repetitive and really hard to develop new things, I'm sure, as a developer. So if we bring up our equipment, we can actually see what our stuff does here. So our hat, we get this from just the starting character, and then this soul scarf comes from the item that I equipped at the start, which you get on every start of your run. But what are we gonna pick here? Let's see. Each point of int, we're not going int. Probably gonna pick the boots or the fire attack on melee. Transfer curse. I don't really like that. I guess we'll take the offhand. It's not going to do anything right now because this is a two-hander, but maybe later. And for some reason the audio didn't save, or the music's like paused or something. want the music to turn on, but it's not. Maybe it doesn't play during the boss scene. Anyways, getting sidetracked. This is gonna be a longer video. These runs usually take probably about an hour, so we will see if you guys stick around for the whole thing. If not, skip around. It gets pretty exciting towards the end. I'm not really gonna explain the game too much. If you know the game, you're gonna be interested. If you don't know the game, you're probably just gonna be like, what is happening? I do highly recommend it. If you like roguelike games, roguelike and roguelite games, both type of games. It's kind of a mix of both, and then, you know, you got the bullet hell realm-like aspect. It's a very fast-paced game if you want it to be. So bleed, we can do more bleed. But I wonder if that works together, double bleed. Not sure. Or I could take the gun. This does the most damage and has bleed. I like this sword. I've used this sword before. Very long range sword. I've actually killed the final bosses with this sword by getting a very powerful build. And it's kind of a lower tier sword too. It's only like, what was it, C on the scaling tier? They go up to S tier. Or maybe SS tier. I haven't seen an SS tier, but we'll see. So currently we have the mark giving us crit chance, so probably want something either with crit chance, or we can go for something like aura stacking, poison aura, grenade stuff. After standing still, mark them with hunter's mark. We can mark them with even more stuff, get more lucky hit. You know, I really like the variety they have on the traits, and then you can also reroll them if you pick up the dice. This blue dice right here comes from this dice bag. They each have different things that they do. You can pause, but essentially the blue ones help you here. I'll explain them as I use them, but blue ones help you here. Pick a trait, you can reroll. But I think poison aura is just really strong to have, so I'm gonna go with that. And you know, I might split this video up and edit it, or I might just leave it all in. I've been pretty lazy lately on the editing, but yeah, maybe an edit on this wouldn't be too bad. Just kind of edit in commentary, edit in, you know, edit out the dull moments where it's kind of just going through the levels. I don't want to get rid of my accessory, so I'm gonna pick helmet here on the last boss, the floor. This is floor 2. Nothing's really gonna do much to me until about floor 8 or 9. I can usually do hitless floors, and the way I have my skill tree set up, or the meta tree, you know, what you spend your XP on. When you level up, you get to move on a tree out on these nodes to get different bonuses for your runs, make them easier. That might be the next challenge. I might take off all of my bonuses and see if I can beat the run like that, or try it with all the negative effects. We'll have to see what I get into. Currently our robe is giving us attack speed per stamina, so getting more stamina would be good actually. And then on dash we gain 2 stacks of haste, which is movement speed. We're getting 10% movement speed there, or we could get 5% attack speed there. Not really that good at scaling. Let's see. Increase maximum stamina you have, then increase fire damage. Not really doing any of those, so we're gonna use our golden dice. Sorry, I had to cough. We're gonna use our golden dice, which rerolls all the rewards. And I got 4 rewards here because I didn't take any damage on the whole floor. Really nice. So increase attack speed, but reduce weapon damage. Doesn't seem very good. We are a melee build, so getting more melee damage seems pretty good. You get 4 charm slots, so I'm gonna go down there and do the charm. We get to pick on what shop we want to go to. Essentially, there's 3 different ways you can go after the 10th boss. So you pick evil, good, or law. I haven't done evil in a while, so we're gonna go evil. So you see you get +1 evil here. And then, yeah, we want to get our evil up because we need 4 evil to continue past level 10. So I'm going to buy probably 2 of these things. And those 2 things are probably the strength charm and the capacity charm. Want to spend souls to get those up to 4 immediately, and then you can kind of use your souls on other stuff. That's been my general strategy. Make sure your alignment is good, so you can move on all the way to floor 12 to progress fully. Now, I believe when you first start the game, you're not going to have floor 12 unlocked. You only have up to floor 10. But, you can quickly get up to floor 10. So, better strength on this, better attack speed. I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, I like to try all the weapons if I haven't used them before. Let's see what this one feels like. A little bit faster attack speed. Doesn't have the extra bleed on it. Arcade? Yeah, arcade for sure. Arcades are really busted, I think. Highly overtuned. So right there on like 4 gold, I just got a enchantment, Twilight Branch, and a remove 1 curse, which is insane. Now this one attacks a lot faster, double the attack speed, and I already have bleed, so maybe I just stick with this one, and then I'm gonna enchant it by hitting 3 on my mouse. And we got disenchanting, which means we're gonna do more damage to enchanted enemies. Oh, I didn't even notice, we also got a present, which gives us more random stuff. Stamina surge isn't really that useful unless you have the node on the tree, which I don't have, so it only lasts for 1 room. Essentially gives you another stamina. Alright, that's probably good enough. Just got a, what was that, a strength potion. And then I'm gonna hit 5, we got a soul heart there. And then we got 2 curse dispels, so we can take 2 curses and essentially just negate them, which is gonna be really good. We will use a key here and try to get something. Very short range dagger. Probably not gonna be useful. Yeah, nah, we're gonna keep that one probably hidden away. The tavern's interesting. I don't think I'm gonna even mess with it right now, because I'm gonna go for a weapon upgrade on this guy. Two weapon upgrades for what matters there. It's a 15 plus 20 gold, so 35 gold for 2 upgrades. Then it scales up even more to 25 for the last one. Grab a charm from floor 3. As you can see, I kind of do a lot of damage when I can hit the boss. I did just take damage, but I had 1 suppression, so I didn't actually take damage. You get 1 free heart for the boss fight. But I did not get 4 rewards, unfortunately. Lucky hit chance with melees. That seems really good. Lucky hit is kind of hard to get, even though we have a really good sword, like enabler right now for our sword that we're using. This is 10% lucky hit, so I think I'm probably gonna go with that. It is a rare versus an epic fire charm. That's my last charm slot, and I don't really have a fire weapon. So we're gonna hit 4, swap that out. You can sell items in this game, but I usually find it's just slow and kind of tedious. You could make quite a bit of money back, but I tend to like to go a little bit faster. I'm kind of explaining a little bit stuff, so it's a little slower than I would normally go, but that's how it is. Trying to make content for the YouTube, so hope you guys are enjoying. See, this one was a thick crossbow with a 100% lethal hit against undead. Don't know how I'm gonna know whether it's undead or not. Play a game for some dice. Okay, sure. Gotta watch that. Very easy game. Okay, got some dice. That's to reroll at the trait selection. See, we can sell equipment at the pawn shop, but I don't really need to. I just want to get a Dragon Slayer stash, get a new weapon, possibly a insane one. I just crit that guy for 1800. That's a lot of damage. So we got a trash dragon sword, so we're probably not using that. You get 50 movement speed. I just want to see how fast that is. You're getting a lot of swords too. Ooh, I actually like that a lot. I don't think I care that it's minus, because I can always enchant it. Wait, when did I even get this? This is what happens, you get just random weapons dropped and then you're like, wait, this is good. Like this is 10% crit chance and 3.7 with an A and an A rating. Granted I don't have any. I'm entering a soul flask, or I drank a health flask with the soul scarf, which gives me a soul heart. I just noticed I had a free one. But anyways, I don't have any int scaling, so it's probably bad. And I like the 50% movement speed on this guy, so I might mess around with this a little bit. Kinda like that. Well, that's very quality of life for sure. I'm very fast. Now I'm wondering if this is definitely worth. Like I can kind of swap to it to get out of the way to dodge stuff, which is really good. Kind of get into position. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of swords, a lot of poison going on. We feel pretty hectic. It's always fun to feel strong when your attacks are coming out really, really fast. We don't have any gloves yet. Let's get some gloves. Ooh, I thought I was gonna insta-kill him. I did not. I ended up taking that damage there. So we only get 3 rewards. All good though. Let's see, we don't have any curse yet. Magic fine 25%. So this is a good accessory. Depending on how evil you are, you get 20% more damage. Lucky hits roll an additional time for crits. Ooh. Okay, yes, please. Okay, this one I know is really strong and would probably win me the run, but this is also fun. So I'm gonna go for the lucky hit chance. Lucky hits roll an additional time for crits. Dorgil is gonna get 100% crit with as much attack speed as possible. Because remember, when we get our mark, we get 20% crit. We have a base of 8% right now. That goes up with every int that we grab. Let's see what we're offered here at the demon shop. Talk to this guy. What's his? Yeah. So we want want to probably buy one of these. Your thrusting damage inflicts bleed. Another accessory. We don't like accessories. Body armor, I'm okay with replacing if I need to. Ooh. Ooh, guaranteed crit hits with cursed hits, which have a 5% chance. And they stack up based on how evil. Yeah, so this just makes them take more damage. This is really gun bosses. Oh, I can't even pick that up. That's too expensive. Alright, I'm gonna buy the cheapest one, and now we are at -3 evil. So we need to wait until the next floor to get our last evil. And then we can stop buying from those shops, unless it's a good item, and then obviously keep buying. I think going for stats as quick as possible is just really good. You could argue to reroll the stats, but I found that if I just get a mix of everything, just pick up whatever stats come, that I'm usually pretty well off. Alright. Okay, this is what I was gonna look for. Your modifiers to movement speed also apply to attack speed. So that sword that we have, that's giving us a plus 50% movement speed, that's gonna give us 50% attack speed. So yeah, that just happened. This is now my new favorite weapon. See, but then you get something like this that has 50% more crit multi on your crit build, and then it looks pretty good. I'm gonna just drop these on the ground. We're not gonna use those anymore. Let's pick up this. So now I'm gonna have this as my swap out, because this is gonna hit really hard when we crit. And we'll use this for the start of the fight. You can run around, have a lot of attack speed, dodge, and just kind of aim towards the middle and get lucky. And then if we need big damage, big crits, this thing should hurt quite a bit. Oh my gosh, increase bleed damage on a chest piece, 47% based on strength? Yes, please. So our bleeding character, the Kensei, I think his name is. The samurai, I'm sorry. I'm thinking realm. Just got even stronger, because now my bleed just got multiplied by 48%. The bosses are gonna probably shred. I want to save gold for upgrading my weapons, so I don't really want to buy items at the shop right now. Also, shops tend to be just bad early game. You can't really get... Okay, the game just RNG'd me into 2 wines, which gives me damage over time multiplier, 20% for each one of these. You can drink as much liquor slash wine slash, I guess, drinks in general as your hearts. So I have 2 drink. I don't know what this tipsiness, 2 tipsiness. That's right. So I drank 2 wine. I get 40% damage over time, which is again scaling my bleeds. So my damage over time just went through the roof. I believe that wasn't even me hitting for 1200. I think that was my bleed. No, I'm not 100%. But is my bleed tick? Yeah, my bleed just ticked for 1000. Okay. Yeah, this is probably the strongest build I've ever had. This character's kind of nutty. Let's go guaranteed curse. Don't care, because we can just take it off. But yeah, I'm gonna hit really hard with this spear now, look. Plus the poison and the bleeds. I just got a crit. Maybe this is stronger. I'm not sure what's stronger. Maybe neither. Maybe this is the stronger weapon. But yeah, we did that whole floor hitless. I got a flask, so I'm gonna use it. Got a soul heart. Now the idea is we want to get a good offhand for that when we get offered a trait that gives us our two-handers count as a one-hander, and then we can use our shield. Uncursed, critical hit, cursed critical hit, gain, and atonement, which is a buff that increases attack. Wait, doesn't that work like insanely well with something else that we had? Cursed critical hits. Or did we not pick that item up? I don't think we picked that item up, did we? That's all good. What do we want? I mean, this sounds cool. If we get another cursed weapon drop, guess we could just go for that. What's nice is you can just keep stuff in your inventory and always swap out to it. I tend to keep a lot of things. One thing I forgot to grab on the first floor was the companion. I was chatting my mouth off so much that I wasn't paying attention. But my first boss, I'm guaranteed a companion offer, which is a pet that gives you a little aura buff and then does damage. So we refilled our flask. Let's get 2 soul hearts. I also forgot to get rid of my curse, so we're at 1 curse. Get rid of that by hitting 5. I don't really want to use a key for a dexterity right now, so I'm gonna hold off. I always tend to go for events. Events are usually good. Feed this thing souls. You get a reward. That wasn't really worth it. That's just a ooh. There's a little bit here. Forgot to mention the buff that I got right there. I don't even know what it was, but I just drank it. Oh, good. 1 curse. Bomb that rock. Get 2 keys. Can upgrade my weapon or get gold. Don't have enough to upgrade twice, so I'm gonna go for more gold. I think feeling more melee, not gonna go for a magic weapon. Soul Heart or Dex, go Soul Heart. Yeah, just coasting. We're on floor 6, room 9, I think. 10 rooms each run, so this is the boss. There's a summon item. Let's get our summon item. I'm curious, how hard does this hit and how hard does it make them bleed? If it crits. Okay, if it crits, it does a lot. Not really doing that much damage though. Let's swap to the spear. Yeah, the spear does way more. We're gonna stick with the spear. So again, another floor hitless. This is kind of my strategy. I keep filling up my flask, get more soul hearts, and try to do as many bosses hitless. And then I can kind of tank the rest of the game as much as I need. Increase attack speed with swords. Oh my gosh. We just have the sword build right now. It's probably going to be that. Yeah, it's definitely going to be that actually. So this is cursed or obsidian key. Each one of my pets, you see the weight has a 0.5, so I can actually summon 2 of these because you start with companion weight 1. I'm going to summon it twice. Each of these swords is going to give me 15% more attack speed, so 30% on the sword. That's already giving me 50% attack speed. So, as you can see, it's going to be pretty crazy. In late game, we hope to find a legendary sword. Late game meaning probably floor 9 or 10. Maybe 8, we'll see. I forget when they start showing up. Oh, it's right here. Epics can show up right here. I just saw it on the top right. So I can trigger on-bomb effects. Don't really care. Increase attack speed based on dexterity scaling. My current weapon has only a D, which is really bad. Or I can get 30% damage and movement speed at the start of the round. More attack speed and movement speed? I forgot. Because we got the movement speed thing. This is actually 30% attack, movement speed, and defense. We get epic weapons here. So that's an S tier Zweihander sword. We definitely want a sword if we're gonna get anything. Might be this though. Rage. Rage is more attack speed. 4.9 base with more attack speed is kind of nuts. Although this seems really good. Each point of strength additionally grants 10 to the top slashing damage. I don't know if I've ever used this Zweihander. Have I? Definitely not. It throws 2 of them. I did not know that. Okay. Well, this is a S tier strength weapon, so we're just gonna spam strength. And we're gonna just absolutely melt. If we need to go fast, we will swap to the, what's this one called? Flying Dragon Sword. But if we need to do a lot of damage, it's gonna be the Zweihander. Not that long range, but I can always swap to the... Okay. 2 stamina is pretty good. Do I want that? Or do I want to keep my haste? I kind of like the haste on dash. We'll keep that. We'll leave the boots. I don't care. I think I have enough to beat the game now. So I can kind of just speed run. I'll do a little bit less explaining. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a good New Year and, you know, got what they wanted for Christmas and whatnot. I had a nice time with my family and my girlfriend, hanging out. Been fun. Yeah, look when the Zweihander just hits him and just chunks him. I actually just dodged in place there and dodged that. That was sick. Yeah, I feel a little bit slow. I'm gonna swap weapons there. What I really want is some more movement speed boots. Different ones. Not the dash ones. Ooh, maximum 10 poison stack gloves. Double rolling for crits though is nice. Burn ticks. Picking up a mana star. We're not using mana. No, we're just gonna reroll these. I know poison stacks with our poison and our bleeds, but it's fine. I like the lucky hit crits. Let's see what else we can get. More strength on a helmet. Modifiers to attack speed also apply to periodical rate. Oh my gosh, do you know what this means? It means our bleeds actually go faster. Pretty sure that's just like a guaranteed take. Our bleeds and poisons go faster. I don't think I care about the bleed damage going down. Oh, of course, then it offers up a legendary armor. I mean, it's probably just the legendary armor. I don't see why I wouldn't go for that. It gives us 2 melee beetles. I guess, I mean, I want to try this, honestly. Maybe I don't go for that. Maybe we just go for crit hit chance. I think we do that. Do. Alright, I'm gonna drop the load capacity, we don't need it. And we're gonna go for crit chance. then drop that and go for the 3 int. I don't know what enemies are gonna be facing, but let's go for that guy. I like to see what I can get on the trade tomes, but let's see. Trigger Maniac. On tally of 10 primary attacks, get more trigger damage. Explosion damage. Nope. That's not us. Curse strength, rather not. Another curse thing, and then an armor repair. Let's get some more gold. Eventually I'm gonna upgrade one of these weapons to full. Alright, here we're gonna refresh our wine buff. Before we do that, we're gonna go down into the depths. Oh wait, I forgot that I had the trash scaling on this. I might want to save my money. Oh, there's not an enchantress, never mind. Souls, we only have 6. This is like a underground merchant. Selling anything good. I mean, that sounds interesting. The mini V, I remember that weapon. I'm not sure what's better, the increase rate or the increased bleed damage. Alright, we're gonna buy an item from the shop. We're not gonna buy one guarantee, but we're gonna look. We looked and they were all bad. Our summon's really good. We might as well go for a better charm. As you can see, I'm kind of flopping this fight. I just lost 3 hearts out of nowhere. I can't even say how. Just being bad. On poison tick, also inflict a stack of corrosion. Okay. That might be what we're swapping to. That's 100% what we're swapping to. Okay. My cat is laying on my keyboard. Oops. She's like, why can't I lay? Alright, let's refill our flasks. And keep going for strength. More damage for the Zweihander. And also for this guy. More epic weapons. An A and a B. Whilst wielding this weapon, your dex and strength is equal. This could be actually insane. I've had that weapon before, and it does a lot of damage. I repeat, a lot. But then again, that's a 9.1 attack speed scepter. How is it that high? It's 5 base, and I'm getting 9 point. Oh, is it because? Yeah, it was because I had that weapon equipped. Alright, I think we go for the spear. It's already level 3. And we're scaling melee. However, it is not a sword, which means it's not going to be very good. We'll try it instead of the Zweihander. It's way fat. It's double attack speed than the Zweihander, so should be good. Oh, this is like one of my favorites. But I could get something better. Yeah, let's look for something different. You can stack burn and bleed up to 10 stacks, but your burn and bleeds deal less damage. I think I have to go for that. And then I think we're gonna put the Zweihander back on. Maybe not. Let's see. I might put the bleed damage actually back on. I don't think the rate that we bleed them matters. I think we want to stack up as much bleed as possible and let it just tick for a lot of damage. So we're gonna do that. And we get one more level. Might as well try to get there early. What's my curse at? Is it at 0? It's actually at 3. Okay, we need to use 4 and 5. Oops. Full damage to melee, don't care. And we are going to upgrade this guy 2 more levels. I think I just like the movement speed and the attack speed. I might not be using it on the bosses per se. Maybe I will, because it attacks so fast, it stacks bleeds so quick. Mana potion and crit chance potion. 5 and 4. And why not? Let's see a melee weapon. And I'll take it. Yeah, we're gonna swap to the spear. I think the Zweihander might be better. I'm not sure. I was like, surely he just dies to bleed. I'm just gonna hide in the corner. We're good. Okay, we got a lucky roll into that weapon. It's an epic weapon. Primary attacks deals guaranteed critical hits at the farthest extent. Ooh, this sounds interesting too. It's so low on the scaling. Gotta try. Oh, I remember this guy. Yeah, I've used this guy before. Alright, floor 10. The Misfit Sword. Really strong item. It's basically guaranteed to crit at this little point that it's showing there. We're going to fully recover. And we're gonna get 2 more hearts. And then I'm gonna swap my amulet. And then attune it. That means that it's in use. Now my poison ticks will also stack a corruption, which makes him take 10% more damage for armor damage. And as you can see, our guaranteed crits on that guy, we're hitting for like 3,000s. 4,000 I just saw. Not gonna waste my key. I don't need anything right now. This is a mimic? No, it's not. I thought I was a mimic. The cursed stash, so I'm gonna get cursed. That's all good. Might as well use this. Whoops. Drink all those potions. More int is more crit chance. This is one of the hardest enemies that I've found in the game. Early, when you don't really know what all the enemies do, that guy hits you a lot, but it's all good. You and your companions have increased attack speed per aura. That's just more attack speed. After not attacking, we don't care about that. Don't care about any of those. So we could get triggering lucky hit gives us lightning, chain lightning, which would give us a lot more damage. 3,000 damage that chains. Or we could get more power per soul heart, and we have 9 currently, which is almost 100% power. We're gonna go for that. Because guess what? Now we're critting for 3.6k with this thing. And did you see this other weapon was 7k? Yeah. I think that was definitely the right move. The power in this game is very strong. We don't have any beer drank, so let's drink 1 beer. I think that's just 10% damage. We don't care about any of that. And let's check the charm. Might as well. So this is 10th boss. You gotta beat this 1 time, I believe, before you unlock the next floor. He, just like every other boss, has 2 phases. First phase is pretty easy. Second phase, like I'm gonna make look easy, but it's not easy. First time. But yeah. There's a hitless floor 10, I think. Yep, hitless floor 10. Increased damage to bosses, charms always good. Offhand, we don't. Oh, do we care? Oh, we do care. More fire damage on attacks. Periodically scorch. I think it's just boss damage, and then we get rid of the 3 intellect. 3 intellect is crit chance though. Maybe it's none of these. It's actually just none of them. Don't care. Gotta end this run under an hour. Alright, so because we chose evil on our alignment, we have -5 pure evil. We go to the red portal. If you were all good, you would go to the right, and if you were all lawful, you would go in the middle. I believe when you start, you only have the middle unlocked. Alright, so we're gonna do a little trick here. I like to keep my soul scarf on me because you can attune it here. You can fully recover with your 10 souls that you got from the boss, and you can refill 2 more hearts. And swap the amulet right back, attune this one back, and now our poison is stacking corrosion again. And guess what? We have 100% damage, 100 damage from 100 power, I'm sorry, from soul hearts. So we want to not get hit as much as possible because we don't want to lose our soul hearts. We can go for more attributes, or we can go for like basically stat increases, attack speed, and crit. You guys can see what it's offering. Lucky hitter bombs. Let's go lucky hit. I don't really want more curses, so we're just gonna go for this guy. Or crit hit, sure. Ooh, I got hit by one hit. No, didn't flawless this floor, but it's all good. Using the much stronger of the two weapons. Do have to aim a little bit better, but much higher DPS for sure. More damage with non-crits, or open a chest. I'm gonna open a chest. We got a armor. Another aura, don't care. Let's just get into the boss fight. Gloves, sure, might as well. Lots of lasers coming at you. It's really important, just aim towards the boss and look at your character. Just like you would in Realm. And for those of you who don't know what Realm is, I'm talking about Realm of the Mad God. Although, if you're here on my channel, you probably know. That's for the newcomers. Alright, there's floor 11 boss, hitless. I didn't do hitless on the floor though, so only 3 rewards here. Increase fire on an accessory. We already have full accessories. More melee hits on fire. Boots grant haste whenever you make it rain. I don't even know how to do that, so we're just gonna continue. Don't want any of those items. And then here is where you need to have your pure evil status to get through this gate. If you don't, you have to end your run here. You would only have a floor 11 best. But now we can move on floor 12 because we're pure evil, and now we're in hell. Burning hells. Again, we're going to implement this strat. Use our soul scarf. Drink up, get 2 more soul hearts. It's very unlikely we lose from this point on due to how many hearts we have. And that's kind of my strategy to get lots of win streaks. I'm having a hard time even seeing where these guys are at. So we're just gonna randomly shoot until we hit them. Not really saying much, just kind of focusing, trying not to lose hearts, but my build is very strong at this point. Just kind of gotta finish it off. Oh, I took damage. Unlucky. Thought I sidestepped that. We're just gonna get a crazy amount of damage. Using our dashes as best as we can to avoid damage. Alright. I haven't done this fight in a little bit. We'll see how this goes. We have crazy damage. Dodge that. Don't really remember this part. That's okay. Still got him. I get as much damage on him as possible here. We're just gonna slowly circle. This is really actually quite simple. He is getting ticked down so fast because of the poison and bleed. Stay on the red lines, looks like, on that phase. Pretty easy. It's definitely easier than the heaven fight versus the angel. So yeah, what the final 12th boss drops is the abyss key, which is not in the game yet, but then you come up here and you sit on this throne, and they ask you if you wanna become a body with evil, and the demons celebrate, and yeah, that's the run. Let's let it get to the final screen here. Coming up just on 56 minutes, so yeah, like I said, gonna be an hour. So for those of you who made it to the end, thank you so much. And if you want to see more, hit that like button, show me some love in the comments, and let me know, what other games do you want to see? Do you want to see Path of Exile? Do you want to see, you know, I have another game, Hero Siege, that's kind of like Path of Exile. It's an action RPG, you know, Diablo 4, you know, let me know. So, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Sniperb out. Peace out, boys.